What's up, everybody? This is Marshall Couture of MarshMakesArt.com, and this is day 27 of 100 days of making comics. How you guys doing? It's started by Kevin Cross. Go check his YouTube out. He's got lots of awesome videos. Shout out to all the 100s peoples, all of the peeps doing the comics for 100 days, where you spend at least a half an hour or more every day working on your personal comic project. And there is, right now, the people who are doing it is Mike Emirates. Check him out on YouTube. Yanimal, check him out as well. There is a link below for with the Facebook and all that stuff, where you can find people who are sharing their links. There's a Facebook group, so it's pretty easy to check that out. And then also a new person who just started about a week ago, I guess, but we're just all finding out about her now, I guess, is Holly Brown, HC Brown on YouTube, and she's got a really cool comic she's working on as well, so shout out to her. Just definitely check her stuff out. And yeah, so that's about it for the shout outs. I'm just here hanging out with my sweetie, Miss Lindsay Couture.
Hi. Am I supposed to say or do anything?
No, I'm just looking at
on
your
my phone.
Smile. Doesn't she have the prettiest smile? So we're just hanging out, getting ready to have some din-din. And there she is too, right up there, me and her.
Oh yeah, that was Dave's
at a wedding.
Dave's wedding.
My friend
Dave and Jen.
And all these little red and fall-y colored things are all stuff from our wedding, actually.
That's my wedding bouquet.
Yep.
Right there.
And there's the sisters.
And there's me and my sisters, and then this is our wedding invitation that his grandmother decorated and made it really cute. She put it in a frame for us. Should I bring that picture down so they can see what we look like? Hang on. Hold on, just 1 second. Let me just show them.
And there's our treadmill that we don't use.
Hang on, don't lift it high or anything.
So yeah.
Where is it? This one. It's nice and light, so I feel this one.
That's us years ago.
I'm trying to figure out what year it was. Oh my gosh, it's so dusty. It needs to be dusted.
So yeah. So today I did my half hour and such, and yeah, it was just about a half hour. I might, mess around with stuff a little more. Photo bomb, video bomb, and also check out, if you're interested in checking out vlogs and stuff. My wife is doing Veda right now, so Daisy Locust.
They're not that fun. You don't have to watch them. If you do, that's cool. Thank you. I'm just doing it to try it out to
Some
keep me
people
motivated.
like to watch vlogs, so
Yeah,
if you want to check that out, check out Daisy Locust. And
I'm so sorry. I'm in such a goofy mood.
And so yeah, today I worked on Sophia the Conqueror some more, and just wrote a few usually my writing ends up being a couple paragraphs, and if I really get in the zone and have more time, then it can go on further. But when I'm only doing a half an hour, it takes time to think and process and understand what I want to write. And so it's not a lot, but my writing style, even a couple paragraphs is a pretty good bit of progress, because I kind of write a detailed outline basically when I'm writing my comics. So, but today I was mostly just working on one scene, some dialogue where Sophia is with a group of a couple people, and it's just dialogue going on. And what I'm learning, I don't always write dialogue early. A lot of times I just write kind of what's happening, and then I'll leave the dialogue for like even after the comic's drawn and stuff. To me, it's not essential initially, but I do think it's important. But I think as long as I get kind of the flow of what's going on, I can come up with something cool and interesting and that reveals plot and character. And that's one thing I was learning today is through writing this dialogue, I'm realizing that that I am like showing people the character of these characters. Um, so it is very important. And realizing that, because there's like there's in the beginning of the story, I just kind of skipped over some dialogue and just wrote, they're talking or whatever, having an argument or whatever. And I think that I definitely want to go back and write that, um, because these characters are kind of underdeveloped still. So I'm almost like creating the characters as I'm writing their dialogue, which is kind of weird. So, I mean, this is the initial stages of writing, so it is, I think in a traditional sense, I think it is excusable for me to go about it this way, but I don't really care about the traditional sense because I'm just doing it my way. And I'm learning about traditional means, but we're also writing comics, which is a very different thing. You can do, there's like anywhere from straight up a quick plot, and then you hand it off to the artist, to a full script with all the details, and everything. Almost like a novelization type of approach. And I'm somewhere in the middle, probably closer to the, just basic plot. So, I just don't think that I need to necessarily flesh everything out, especially in the initial stages. I'm not sure how robust the final script is going to be. I do want it to be better, more robust than my previous times I've written stuff, and right now it's about the same level. I would basically, what I'm doing as the first rough draft is what I would stick with. That would be it. That would be all I did for the last few comics I did. This time I want there to be more development and fleshing out before I get into it. And one way that that's going to happen is I am going to actually plot out every page and maybe possibly every panel. Although I don't know if I'm all that comfortable with every panel. What I might do is kind of write how many panels I think it's going to be. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I'm definitely going to make sure every page has like its own section and try to fit everything into 5 pages for each story. But I think I'm definitely going to go over at least with some of them. Hopefully not all of them. I'd like to hit the 5-page mark. Who knows? Maybe I'll even get one story less than 5 pages. We'll see. And I'm not sure how that'll work with pagination either, like as far as where they're placed. And it's going to be a little complicated trying to work that out. But we'll see. So yeah, I enjoyed doing the work today. This story is a little tougher. Like some of the stories that I've been writing have like it's come like right away. Like I just kind of in a fury can write down the whole plot, and I tend to do a lot of plot work more than anything else, at least in the initial stages. So, and then like I feel like some of my writing is going to be through the drawing, anyways. But I tend to do that, and I forget where I was going with that. Oh yeah, so for this one, it's not coming like how it's all gonna come out. It's kind of been like I just got to write what happens next each time a little bit and a little bit. But I think that's kind of what happens. Sometimes I write more detailed in the beginning, and then as I go, it starts to form in my head what's going to happen. And then eventually I get to a point where it's like, okay, now I know what's going to happen. I just outline the plot and then move on to the next story. I think that's kind of how it's gonna be going. That's how it went for Attack of the Lizard Brain. That's how it went for the main story, which I don't think I said the name of it, and I think I might have at some point, but I kind of don't want to because it reveals things just by saying the name of it. So I don't know. We'll see. So, anyways, I guess that's it. That's all my ideas, all my thoughts for today specifically. I've been thinking a lot about art style and stuff because I did that lizard brain drawing the other day, and there was like a lot of detail in it, and it took me hours just to make that one drawing. It like took me all day really, but it wasn't continuous. I was just hitting it here and there, but it was definitely like 3 or 4 hours just to do that one drawing of one figure. And part of that is because I was creating the character, and stuff. So it takes longer that way anyways. If I were to draw him again, I'm sure it would take a lot less time. But another part of that was I put a lot of detail in it. And I'm thinking about that because I've never been able to definitely focus on one specific style. And I think I like drawing detailed style. But the get stuff done side of me doesn't want to do that. I almost want to draw in a cartoony style just so I can go quicker. I love just getting stuff done and moving to the next thing, doing another thing, I like to just get it done and go and have like that momentum. But when I look at comics that I want to read, I generally would rather read something that isn't a cartoony style. So I don't know, but I do like cartoony styles. Like I like Calvin and Hobbes type of cartoony style, things that are kind of sketchy looking and such, kind of like that. So I don't know. It's always a battle with me, like how far I'll go, and then I think I tend to render more than I mean to, and I've been thinking that maybe I could render more in the color stage, and keep just basic lines for the drawing stage. I don't know. So I've been thinking a lot about that lately. I feel like I want to have a detailed style and a simple style, and see where that takes me. And I know of some artists, a lot of artists do that. A lot of artists just don't have a style and they just do whatever they need to do, especially if you're working a lot in illustration. People like to be flexible sometimes. I can see that. I tend to be somebody who likes style, and I kind of want to stick to somewhat of a style, but at the same time, I get bored with one style. So I don't know. I don't want to be boxed in either. So it's always a battle trying to figure out what I'm going to do. One thing that is encouraging is like my buddy Mike Vlad, good friend of mine, an art buddy. He says that when he sees my work, he recognizes it as mine. Like he feels like I do have kind of a style, whether I know it or not. I don't see it at all, but he says I do. So that's kind of encouraging because I don't know. It just makes me feel like it would be cool that I could have that much, like going from cartoony to detailed and back and forth, and still have it look like it's from me, like still have a certain continuity to it, even though it has a really broad range. I think that would be probably the best of both worlds, maybe. So maybe I'm already doing it and I don't even know. So that would be cool. But anyways, that's about it. That's like brain dump, a lot of things I've been thinking about today, in the last few days. And so yeah, thank you guys for watching. You guys rock. Check out all the other 100 Days of Making Comics people. Again, Yanimal, Mike Emirates, and Holly Brown, HC Brown, and also Chris McQuinlan is kind of, even though he's not doing 100 days right now, it seems like he's in the crew too, because he just did it recently, I guess, and he's making videos on a regular basis. I know Peter Palmiotti is going to be doing it soon. I feel like I'm missing people who might be doing it soon. But, you know, anybody who's done it before and who plans on doing it, there's Gazbot as well. Anybody else who plans on doing it, or, you know, shout out to you, and I encourage you to definitely do it. I think it's an awesome challenge, and it is very much a challenge, but it also is very helpful in getting work done that maybe you've been procrastinating on or hesitating on before. It definitely helps me. So that's about it. If you want to find me anywhere, marshmakesart.com, on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Patreon. It's Marsh Makes Art. Check me out, and follow me. And I love to continue to converse on all these fun art things and all that stuff. So thank you for watching. I will talk to you tomorrow on day 28. Peace out.